Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy that you stopped by. However, I'm very sorry if you are struggling or suffering, and that's what this pick a card is about. So take your time, look at the three piles, and decide which pile you are most drawn to. Now, for those of you who do tarot or want to know, hey, what are these cards? This is the Ana K. It's ANA space capital K. This is the After Tarot, and this is the Witches Tarot. So those are the three decks, and each one will address whatever is going on in your life that you need guidance for. So one of the things that I have learned in the 29 years that I have been reading tarot is it is a really accurate system for guidance, particularly guidance during times that are challenging and when we feel like we might, actually be suffering, either physically, mentally, or emotionally, or spiritually. It doesn't matter what level, the cards will address it. So take your time, select a pile, and let's get started with your guidance. For those of you who selected Ana K, your guidance begins now. This is the Five of Rods, which is the Five of Wands. And if you notice, there's an arm wrestling situation going on here, and he doesn't look happy. It looks like he's struggling. So it does look like some of you could be actually physically struggling, like your health could be challenged right now, and others are concerned about you, but they may not be reaching out like you thought. And this also indicates more than one challenge. The Five of Wands can be challenged in more than one area of your life, which can be overwhelming. It can be like, why am I always fighting? You could be asking that. Why is this everything I do a struggle? And that can be very frustrating. This is telling you that group energy, the Three of Cups, reach out to friends. Don't think you have to do this by yourself. The Three of Cups is focus on what joy, any little joy that you can bring to every day. Now, this is also to be aware of what you're eating. So some of you may be sensitive to certain foods, and it could be upsetting your systems. So this might be a clue to be a little mindful of what you're eating at this time. Some of you could be drinking. This can be like drinking, missing social settings, all right? This is the Three of Cups where you could be missing social settings. However, you can still reach out to people and connect in other ways other than in person if you can't, but you're definitely needing the power of a group, keeping in touch with groups of people. This card talks about financial suffering, and that there are people willing to help you financially, but you've got to admit, hey, I am struggling financially, and I need to reach out and say, hey, the things I'm having a difficult time here financially. And luckily, this is the card that money is going to be coming into you. Money's going to come in. You might have to look in different areas where there's funds available for you. You will find them. This is the card that money is going to be coming to you. This is also about having a plan, like having a plan every day, like organize your life. For those of you who are looking for work, or you're out of work, this is the Emperor, and he's like, well, I'm used to going to work every day. Now I'm not sure what to do. This is a plan, getting together a plan. And it's like black and white, right? It's like, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to work on this. And the Emperor, he is successful at creating a plan and then creating some goals and taking steps toward those goals. So this is the period where you're just evaluating what you need to do for those action steps, and not really like immediately jumping in, but kind of looking at all the options, deciding which one makes the best sense. In other words, this kind of reminds me of a chessboard where you just, you're calculating your best move, what would make the most sense, and then take an action step toward it. Here again, you guys are getting the theme about reaching out. reaching out and getting help, reaching out to research, reaching out for professionals that know how to help you. I mean, this is the card that you guys need to take the effort. People might not just notice that you're suffering and reach out to you. This is reach out, and there's a reaching back. If you take action, if you take the action to reach out, the universe is going to respond and send the help to you. So if you put your energy in a slightly positive state, if you can do this and take some positive action, I feel like something could break within 8 days. Within 8 days, something could happen to shift your situation and improve it. If you chose the After Tarot deck, your reading and guidance begins now. This is a feeling of abandonment. The person in the background has abandoned you. And so this is like a feeling of loneliness. Now, let's say that you're with someone and they haven't left you. You still could have triggers of abandonment based on this is an emotional feeling, right? And this is emotionally, you could be a mess right now. There's some kind of emotional trigger going on in your life. Like somebody has turned their back on you, maybe somebody that you trusted, that things didn't work out the way that you planned. And this is also that there is somebody that wants to help you. But there again, it's kind of like leaving a situation. Do you see how they're just kind of walking away? In fact, everyone in the card is walking away. They're walking away. They're walking away. There's kind of a walking away, even though there is, you've invested a lot. This is the emotional support card to reach out and get emotional support and possibly, to leave something that doesn't serve you anymore. That can also be beliefs if there's negative beliefs. There again, here's somebody who's reaching out, going to help you to see things from a higher perspective. So for you, it's about seeing your life in a new way, in a higher perspective, and someone else is going to help you to see it that way. So this is like a partnership. So you could work with someone else and take your ideas. Maybe some of you have some ideas, and this would be really valuable for you if you would reach out. And this can be the research card where things could work out for you. If you reach out to somebody who has the knowledge, somebody who knows what you're needing and has experience with that. This is the card about willpower. This is a time where you'll want to practice on your willpower. See where you are. See what happens when you conquer the fact that you have control over your life. This is the card about you have more control over your situation than you realize it. And this is, thinking the world's black and white, but you still have to take some kind of action, get movement, have some movement coming in and go forward. Now here's a health thing here. So some of you might have a health challenge, and this would be all the symbols that come with this card indicate to get help and overcome and conquer some of these health challenges that you have. So if they're restricting your movement because these sphinxes aren't moving, if you're having a restriction due to a health problem for your movement, there could be some new type of help available for you. So if you say, well, I've done that, I've gone that, it didn't work. Maybe that was in the past, but the energies are changing now. And so pursue something new. For some of you, there's multiple locations here. So I'm not sure if you're traveling around to different locations, but there's something about traveling to other cities, going to other towns. Something's going to open up for you. Now, for some of you, this is a devastating time. There could be the death, this can be literally, I had to put someone I loved in the ground. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. This is the card that it's just devastating. And this person just feels like, just bury me now. I'm giving up. And for those of you that are in this complete and total devastation, if you notice the yellow that's in the card, so this is dark thinking, like all your thoughts are going to a dark place, negative, and it's just like a feeling of giving up. you need to turn around. Everybody, just get up. You're not dead. Get up, turn around, look at the good, look at the positive. Yes, there's a wall back there, but you can climb over the wall, and the universe will help you if you take the first few steps. So, as devastating as it feels, and as unbalanced as it feels right now, because this is like I'm trying to balance my schedule, I'm trying to balance my health, maybe, I'm trying to balance my finances. And wow, you guys are really having some challenges. I mean, you feel like a restricted in your movement. This, for you guys in this pile, definitely reach out and consider all of your options for getting help. Friends, family, relatives, professional help, research what you need, because you've got to have somebody else who can untie what you're restricted in. This is having somebody else help you. And this is the Page of Cups. This is a good card. You're going to have a new start, something new. It's going to break. So this isn't forever. This dreadful situation is not forever. Very soon, the page is usually very soon, something's going to turn around. Here comes an offer, and you're going to see things from a new way. For those of you who chose the Witches Tarot, your guidance begins now. This is about the Hermit. This is somebody who could be lonely, feeling alone, feeling like they're secluded. The Hermit kind of goes off into a cave and he's very secluded. And this card indicates that although you might be a hermit, you can reach out and shine your wisdom to a large group of people, not just one or two. You can actually influence a large group of people. Now, this is the Death card, and usually this means something's ending in your life and there is something new starting. So there is a desire within you for some situation in your life to end or change, and something new to come in. So usually the Death comes in, look at that, followed by the Ace of Swords, which is an idea. It's a powerful new way to think. It's rising above your situation. You're an idea person. You're an action-based person. So this is going to be really a wonderful experience in your home. For some of you, this could be a home-based business idea that's going to thrive. And people are going to love this because this is the idea card and this is the home card. So something's going to change in your home that's going to make it better. So this dramatic period, this woman's being very dramatic, is your thinking mind just is kind of like tapped dry right now. It's just like, oh, I don't even know how I can get out of this. However, this is the Six of Cups. So this is, sometimes you could team up with someone else and you could bounce ideas off each other, and you could give them ideas that would be successful and they could give you ideas that would be successful. For some of you, you're going to reach to experiences from your past, what you did in the past that was successful. This is the card about, yes, there is some financial struggle, but this is also a money tree. So there is, even amidst the financial struggle, there's money out there to be made, and you will navigate toward there. Wow, you guys get two aces. This is really incredible. So you're transforming right now. You guys are going through a transformation of the butterfly. Spirit, the aces are help from spirit. So the unseen world is coming in to help you with your challenges. So if you can just write down, get an action plan, write down what it is. Okay, here's my ideas. Here's areas where I'm suffering. And really with two aces, you need to reach out to the unseen world. That can be God, Jesus, spirit guides, angels, whoever you think of in the unseen world, the divine, doesn't matter the label. With two aces, you're being asked to reach out to the unseen world and say, I'm going to hand up some of these problems and challenges to you, and then I'm going to take some action, going to write down some things, a plan that I need, an action plan, take some steps, and keep your energy as positive as what you possibly can squeak out. Some of you might be going on a spiritual path. Research that. What does a spiritual path look like for you? What does spiritual guidance look like for you? This pile has 2 aces. You guys are going to have powerful new beginnings starting really soon.